But now I have the pleasure to invite Mr. Arnoldas Milukas, who represents the EU Commission and the DG for Research and Innovation. The floor is yours. Welcome.
Thank you. So, my name is Arnoldas Milukas, and I am Head of Unit Management of Natural Resources in DG Research and Innovation Environmental Directorate. And my talk today will be about how we can work together to improve the environment in the Baltic Sea region. I will start with this slide, and I think that even nature could show us sometimes a way. Birds, they coordinate their effort to get large gains in efficiency, but of course to do this they need to follow some rules, and of course this applies as well to human beings. And for this purpose, to improve this partnering in the research area, Commission came up with the concept of European research area, and has a vision where by 2020 in European Union there will be free circulation of researches, knowledge and technology. Of course, this European research area should provide attractive conditions, good governance, and as well it has to create a strong added value by fostering pan-European competition, whilst at the same time ensuring the appropriate level of collaboration between scientists. And of course, in its responses need to take into account the needs and ambitions of citizens, and of course needs to effectively contribute to the sustainable economical development and competitiveness of Europe. And of course there is history behind this concept, and the process is started already many years ago. It started first from the encouraging collaboration among different research actors from different member states in the framework of the framework programs, and then it was followed up by attempt of ex post coordination of national research programs using instruments like ERANETS or Articles 185 in framework program 6 and 7. And later in 2008, the new concept has been presented, implemented, so-called joint programming initiatives, where member states, they define joint research programs to address major emerging societal challenges, and partnering in the context of the Baltic Sea. Of course, in the Baltic Sea area, it's a complex and pressing environmental problems which needs urgent attention. At the same time, everybody agrees that it's need holistic, integrated, and multidisciplinary approach to research. Of course, the good thing is that there are long tradition of research collaboration in the region. However, there are some obstacles still to overcome, because efforts are not always well coordinated. There's of course need of streamline, the research agendas. And of course, still many national research and development funds were often sector oriented, and as well there is still uneven scientific competence and financial resources among different players. But of course those obstacles they could be overcome, and one example is BONUS, which is good to how total challenges could be tackled together. Of course, the different issues. One is eutrophication, where it's both, let's say, agriculture and transport and other areas of activities contribute. Of course, in order to understand all these stressors and their impacts on biodiversity and quality of life, on marine economy, we need a better understanding of the ecosystem interactions. Of course, to understand how to link the sea and the coast and catchment. Of course, as well, resources, how to use better resources, better fisheries, as well to know the CITES response and to improve data management system. So for all of this, we need, of course, holistic, integrated, multidisciplinary approach. And here, I think the BONUS strategic research agenda is a good example how we can achieve it. So now, speaking of the Horizon 2020, just to introduce, it's a Commission proposal for 80 billion euro research and innovation program for the period 2014-20. Of course, most probably it was a Commission proposal for 80 billion, most probably closer to 70 billion after it will, let's say, after approval from the Council and Parliament, but it will be still quite a significant amount of resources. Of course, this Horizon 2020 as well should be aligned to other EU policies. It will be co-part of Europe 2020, of Innovation Union, of European Research Area, and it will be aiming to respond to the economic crisis by investing in future jobs and growth, kind of going counter-cyclic. As well, it will have to address people's concern about their safety, about their environment, about their livelihoods. And as well, it will have to strengthen EU global position in research, innovation, and technology. And what's new in this program? It's first, of course, a single program which brings together 3 separate programs, initiatives. It's FP7, it's Competitiveness and Innovation Framework Program, and as well European Institute of Innovation and Technology. So currently they are separate, and then after 2014 they will be part of one program. Another important new feature is coupling research to innovation. That means trying to cover the whole cycle, whole chain from research to retail, and as well all forms of innovation, as well focusing on societal challenges like environment, transport, energy, health, as well what it should propose is simplified access for all companies, institutes, universities. So that means that Horizon 2020 will go beyond FP7 in scope and ambition, but at the same time there will be continuity. That means all Framework Program 7 themes will be integrated in this new program. And as well, this approach will link directly to other EU policy goals in areas like agriculture, energy, environment, transport and security. So this is a slide just to show you the structure of Horizon 2020, so I will not dwell in detail. I'll say that there are 3 main societal, 3 main pillars in this program. So first pillar is excellent science, where objectives will be first to foster European scientific talent and retain talent from abroad, as well, of course, to support, fundamental research in general, because, without a solid fundamental research, there will be no good applied research and no good innovation. As well, of course, researchers, good researchers, they should have access to the best possible infrastructure. Regarding industrial leadership, the objectives will be to help to get even global leadership for European Union in the areas of enabling technologies like nanotechnologies, like advanced manufacturing, as well to increase private contribution to research and innovation, and as well to help innovation, let's say, innovative SMEs. And the third pillar will be related to societal challenges, where, of course, attempt will be to as well to look for more multidisciplinary approach, to look for the breakthrough solutions, as well to include socio-economic aspects. And here, one of the challenges we'll have this challenge that I'm representing will be called this climate action to resource efficiency and raw materials. Regarding Horizon 2020, important aspect will be simplification. So the idea is, let's say, to make it more accessible to the participants. So there'll be a single set of rules. There'll be, for one project, there'll be one funding rate with maximum of 100% of the direct cost, and for indirect cost with a flat rate. Simple evaluation criteria, it will be excellence, impact, and implementation. And for the European Research Council grants, it will be excellence only. As well, there will be new forms of funding, new instruments to help foster innovation, like pre-commercial procurement, like inducement price, dedicated loan and equity instruments. Regarding international participation, it will be facilitated, but better protecting European Union interests. That means that large emerging economies in Horizon 2020 will be treated in the similar way like industrialized countries are treated in FP7. And this slide is just to illustrate this, how it will work, you know. So, of course, this single set of rules will cover all research and innovation programs and funding bodies, including Article 185 initiative, including joint technology initiatives, including this European Institute of Technology and Competitiveness and Innovation Program. But of course, there will be some flexibility to accommodate specific needs. Of course, it will be aligned fully with new financial regulation and its delegated act. And of course, it will be as well coherent with the rules of other EU funding programs. And regarding this instrument of Article 185, there will be some changes as well in Horizon 2020. Of course, the legal basis remains the same, but in the Horizon 2020 proposal, it spells out the needed integration levels for using this instrument. As well, it's clearly stated that rule for participation of the framework program will apply to the initiatives, of course, with possibility for justified derogation, and BONUS has already taken this up. As well, there will be more uniform role for the Commission in the governance structures, also there will be observer status. And at the same time, this Article 20 of the proposal specifies criteria which those initiatives should address. And I want to underline that it should address all criteria. The first is clear definition of the objective and its relevance to the broad objectives of Horizon 2020 and Europe 2020. Second is clear financial commitments from the participating countries, including prior commitments to pool the national or regional investment for this collaboration. As well, added value of action at the union level. Another criteria is critical mass. That means that with regard to the size of the program and the number of participants. And of course, last but not least, is efficiency of Article 185 as a most appropriate means for achieving objectives. And timing, okay, we are coming, to the end of the process. So currently, Parliament and Council negotiate the basis of the Commission proposal. At the same time, Parliament and Council negotiates the budget for 2014-2020, including the budget for Horizon 2020, and expected that this summer all legislative acts should be adopted by the Parliament and Council, and that it will allow to start the new program on the 1st of January next year. So in this context of Horizon 2020, maybe it's a little good time to think about the future of bonus. Kais already, she presented, let's say, the past activities, the Meranet, the bonus plus. Now, bonus Article 185. And of course, this year, 2013, will be very, very important, for the preparation for the Horizon 2020. And because of this, we think that for the research and environment, especially environment research in the Baltic Sea, this research and innovation is a key. And this European research area should be taken into account. So this is maybe a little bit challenge, to think about it. And thank you for your attention.
I have a question to you, Saifi.